Hi everyone, today we are going to be talking about search trends and Google Sites. So starting off, we have my website on Google Sites. This is it. I coded this, well I didn't code it. That's the difference between Google Sites and HTML or CSS. When we were working with Google Sites, it's very similar to any other Google Suite application where you kind of just get to mess around, make it look easy, but the difference between coding and doing that is that I'm not physically putting in the code myself and telling the computer what to translate. Google Sites is accessed on the web and stored on the web using the domain name up here. You can kind of see it. What happens is if someone goes to search the domain name, this is the associated name. This also happens if I was on a DNS server. I would be able to use the IP address as well, and that would make the search process a lot easier, but alas, Google Sites does not use DNS. So, graphics used. Over here, we have the searching the trends over here, which I made myself. And I did that, layering and using images that I found on the internet. Up here, again, the header is an internet found image that I put into and inserted into Google Sites. And of course, that is done using an image insert command. This GIF down here, I also used and made myself. Going through each question, A through F. A, what I didn't put the letter here, what are search trends? So search trends allow us to see what phrases people across the globe are searching. So this will essentially, you can see the popularity of certain terms across a day, a year, since Google's founding. And that can kind of help you see the popularity of terms in modern day. Over here on the impacts page of my website, we have more. So B, explaining a benefit or harmful effect. There's very little harmful effects in search trends, but if we're talking about benefits, it has allowed the general public to identify popular terms, and this has really helped in marketing. If you're looking for public interests and what people have been looking for, using search trends, you don't even have to search up a specific term. Google Trends allows you to just see what is trending now. Explaining the impact on society, economy, or culture. Some of you may remember at the end of the year, Google produces a year-end search video that uses Google's trends to essentially wrap up what the year has looked like for us in society and as a culture. And that is honestly a big part of the end of the year for me, and I think a lot of other people, is just kind of seeing in review what has been a big part of our lives. So one field other than computer science that search trends have impacted, I would say, is mostly marketing. Marketing companies for the longest time have been using focus groups and market research to find what people are looking for, what's popular. And using search trends can streamline this market research process to essentially, you can find what everybody's looking for immediately. And here is a video on how to use Google Trends to find a profitable niche. And this is something that people are using to help find areas that they can make money. Technical aspects. So how do I use search trends? Or how do you use search trends, really? You would go to the search trends website, and in the website search bar, just look up, and this is the search bar right here, where I'm circling Google Trends. And you would just input the term you're looking for. So a graph would appear, and you can adjust the time period. So right now we're looking at the past 12 months and how the term Google Trends has been popular. As you can see, it's really spiked in popularity for some reason, really in April. And then search trends incorporate the internet in its use. Without internet from google.com and data, search trends would have no searches to work from, and there would be no database. So kind of running similarly from databases, if we go on back to impacts over here, we have the survey that I did. So this was just asking a few people in my peer group, what had they heard of search trends? How do they think this impacts their life? And here's one of the graphs from my survey. So this was just before taking the survey. Have you heard of search trends? So if we're looking at this, 50% said yes, 16% not sure, and 33% said no. So it's a pretty 50-50 familiarity with search trends. So the video, we already talked about it, but it search trends, it's helping people make money and it's helping people find areas to make money. And then looking at my references page over here, these are just a few of, these are my references that I used. So I used data from actual Google Trends, the video that I just showed you, and then I also used a LinkedIn article on Google Trends for some of my answers shown previously. So this has been my final project, and I hope